According to the U.S. Secretary of Education, Arne Duncan, technology alone isn't going to improve student achievement. The best combination is great teachers working with technology to engage students in the pursuit of the learning they need. In order to do this, we must analyze existing theories, models, trends, issues, and advancement in ICTs, including other alternative delivery modes of education, which is objective number 4, and this is part 2 of the final examination in EM 625. As we all know, a theory is a set of accepted beliefs or organized principles that explain and guide analysis when certain principles are tested. And the two common learning theories explained in this article were Connectivism and Constructivism. Connectivism states that learning is lifelong, largely informal, and that previously human-led pedagogical activities and process. On the other hand, Constructivism stressed the contextual nature of learning and argued that learning happens most effectively when the tasks and context are authentic and hold meaning for the learners. I remember the last time when Marilu shared her presentation about the existing theories and trends in ICT education. Then she posted 2 questions, and I pointed out that it was Connectivism, which I think is the most applicable theory in our education system during this pandemic. Why? Because students have no face-to-face interaction with their teachers, and therefore they needed to process the information on their own. Moreover, this research article described the opportunities and challenges encountered by students while using those open educational resources. It was revealed that there is a relationship if the students are more experienced, then they are more open to the use of OERs both in the learning process and in their workplace. To cite an example, DepEd Commons is one of the best examples of open educational resources in terms of providing the students the alternative mode of learning. It was the time when Dr. Chua told us to choose an existing IT system and try to make a case study about it. That time, I chose DepEd Commons since it was proven to be a helpful tool to motivate our learners to learn even at home. DepEd Commons contains a variety of educational materials such as self-learning modules as well as video lessons. Aside from the theories and trends in education, Ma'am Rita mentioned about the National ICT Competency Standards as well as the Assure model. Most of my colleagues agreed that in order to design a well-crafted instructional material, every step in the Assure model must be taken into consideration. When we say Assure model, A stands for Analyze Learner Characteristics, S stands for State Objectives, S stands for Select, Modify, or Design Materials, U for Utilize Materials, R Require Learner's Response, and lastly E Evaluation. This is the most exciting part of this course. Designing, creating virtual classroom for students, pupils, training participants. I really enjoy this part because before I am just a user of this model, but now I am the one who is creating this virtual classroom for my pupils. Good thing that our professor provided us some references which we can serve as guide in creating our own virtual classroom. These were some of the videos taken from YouTube. More than that, our professor has provided us comprehensive presentation on Moodle, which I browse from time to time while making my virtual classroom. He also guided us while we are having our afternoon session class. He had a very clear explanation of each part of Moodle. On my free time, I try to apply all of my learnings from this class. I have learned how to add many users by just uploading a file and also create my own quizzes and activities. And then, here comes my output for this course. I was able to come up with a very creative, informative, and interactive virtual classroom for my pupils. I named it as Math Terrific Class with Teacher Mars. This is the virtual classroom that I created, and hopefully this can be useful to my learners. After creating my virtual classroom, our professor gave us time to present our output in class. We were so excited while showcasing our virtual classroom as proof of evidence on the learning that we had for this course. So here are my future plans about what I intend to do with the knowledge that I have acquired in this course. Number 1, share all my knowledge to my fellow teachers by providing them with webinars and trainings in line with Moodle. Number 2, use my virtual classroom to my learners. Number 3, inspire my fellow teachers so that everyone has the chance to grow and develop their ICT skills. And last one, explore the world of information technology. To sum it up, let us all remember the quotation by Major Owens. He said that we can close the gap and improve what happens in the classroom by using educational technology that is the same high quality everywhere. And for me, the best learning I had was the camaraderie that we were able to establish among us. Thank you so much, Dr. Chua, for imparting your knowledge, and to the rest of my classmates for a very meaningful session. Keep safe, everyone, and God bless us all.